Alright, well, here's the moose. We had to wait longer than we thought because none of our pots would fit it. So my dad was nice enough to bring this big custom built metal box that it'll fit in. It's got those notches for the antlers to come out. I was worried it would burn. I have leftover flooring I tucked under there. It's wrapped, tin foil. Have to drape a rag over the top because the whole forehead sticks out. The way these antlers come out to the side and then they drop down. So it's really tough. It's going to be tough when we clean it. Get the top of the forehead real nice and white like we want. I just have that draped across and I keep dipping water up on there to get it hot. Hopefully it'll clean up okay. I think it will, but I wish it was under the water too. It's just not possible. Okay, well here we are. After working on it all day, boiling it, what, 3 times? Problem is the whole head does not go under the water. So I boiled all of it in the water except like the top, as you can see here. Still got flesh on it a little bit. I've been scrubbing and pressure washing. My little Harbor Freight pressure washer, I'm afraid, isn't strong enough. But I boiled the whole thing once. Then I got a little pot that I just set the back of the head in because it's so full of cartilage. And I boiled the back of the head all by itself and then pressure washed it again. And so far it's not looking too bad, it's just top of the head. Okay, here's what he looks like flipped over. So I had to boil the back of the head, like I said again, because all of this is full of cartilage, like everything. I broke the ears out so I could clean down in there better. I think it's turning out alright. Gotta clean the top between the antlers somehow. And then we'll do a peroxide boil next. In a few days maybe. Alright, the day's come. We're gonna peroxide this skull for Lacy's moose. We've wrapped the bases. Use a little bit of this plastic wrap, like electrical tape, to kind of hold those edges down. And then I like to put a little tin foil around the bases because this part of the antler actually contacts the pot a little bit, and I'm always scared that I'm going to burn rings around those bases. So once we get the antlers wrapped, we'll get it outside and get it in the peroxide to heat it up a little bit. Alright, well, here we are. This bucket is about perfect shape. It's hard to get that forehead under the water, or under the peroxide. So we're gonna have to wing it. Maybe keep pouring it over the forehead with another bucket. But we're gonna start the fire and bring this to a boil. When it boils, I'm gonna turn it off, and we'll just let it sit for a little while until it gets white enough. We are using this Aqua Silk peroxide. Works pretty good. with a little bit of water in there. So here we go. Alright, well, we're starting to boil. Decided to throw a rag over the top of that forehead that's exposed. I've been dumping the peroxide on top to try and keep it wet. It's about time to turn it off and let it sit for a bit. Okay, sat for about 45 minutes after it's boiled. And now it's just got to dry out a little bit. It's got it sitting out. It's a pretty cold, cloudy day in November. But I think it turned out alright. Not bad at all for do-it-yourself mousse. Once it dries out a little bit, it won't be so blotchy. But that is it. Get it dry and put it back on the wall. Just ran the pressure washer over it once just to clean off any peroxide that's still hanging onto the bone.
It's all done. My mousse is Euro mounted and it's 48 inches wide. Super excited.